Everyone relax. This is TOFOP. I'm Charlie Clausen.
I'm Will Anderson. Hello and thank you for watching.
Sorry for the false start, James. Will. Forgot my jacket because I need to differentiate the videos from each other so that when I'm cutting them, I know what episode we're up to. And then I realized I need my glasses because it's time for letters. We get letters. We get lots and lots of letters. Letters from about 6 months ago. Hopefully they're still relevant. You guys remember what we're talking about because we definitely won't know what you're referring to. We do love when people write in. And because of the shenanigans with our website, this isn't everyone relax letters. Oh, God, we've got so many.
Okay.
We're so far behind.
Let's go through them quickly.
No.
Let's
No.
Let's
No, we've got to pad.
as quickly as
We have to
possible.
pad an hour. But some of these will be philosophy
All right. Okay.
specifically. Because we keep our 2 guys, 1 cup and 2 guys, 1 urn. Oh, actually, I think there's a 2 guys, 1 urn. That'll have
right.
absolutely
There's
zero
letters. There's a bunch
relevance.
of letters.
There's a bunch of
This
letters.
is months after we're recording it and months after they were sent in the first place.
Yeah, okay. So this is a philosophy-related
Okay.
letter. This is from Haley. And she says, "Hi, Will. I am 37 years old,
Hi, Haley.
and I've never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Uh-huh.
I nearly paused and then skipped the part of the pod where you and Mel were chatting about an upcoming spoiler. Mel Tresina?
I mean, I guess
you
it
talk
was
about-
Mel Tresina.
Yes, it was the Mel
Okay.
Tresina
Did we
episode.
speak about the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Oh, this is a
You did,
disaster.
yes.
Okay,
What a
great.
bad start.
I thought Mel Tresina, that episode only, I mean, when this letter's come in, it's only come out
been a
recently.
year
It's been a year ago since I recorded it. Because we recorded it well before it went to air as well.
It went to
because
air in early November.
It was
last year.
embargoed until
right, Big
the
Brother.
launch of Big Brother, but we'd recorded it previous to that.
She's
But
doing a good job
an
on Big Brother.
incredible guest. Really, I did not know Mel well at all before that conversation. In fact, I did not know Mel at all, and I loved it. Thought she was just absolutely fantastic, and yeah, I agree.
Not enough to
From-
remember what you spoke about.
Well, I mean, it was so long ago, and I assume she also did a great job on Big Brother.
Do you remember them chatting about a potential spoiler on
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes.
I don't even know what the spoiler would be
You remember them
in
talking
the
about that,
Rocky
James?
Horror
Yeah,
Picture Show.
Did
What
speak
is
about
the?
it.
I mean, what would be the big spoiler in the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
That what is the big spoiler?
Isn't it just like the
car breaks
their
down.
car break down and they turn out to be in a weird place and
With weird people?
I don't know. I'm 38 and I haven't seen it, so
okay, interesting.
She says, I do intend to watch it. I just haven't got to it yet. The funny thing is, I mean, fuck.
No.
Look, I have no idea because I haven't heard the episode. I have no idea what she's talking about. Funny thing is, I used to play the flute and I've played in a number of musicals. Anyway, thanks for a great episode. What is going on?
No,
What's she
that has
referring
nothing to do with the conversation. That's just a random thing they
Oh, is it a random thing?
No, we talked about playing the flute.
Okay, right. So Mel played the flute, did
I
you?
guess so.
Did you play any instruments growing
The
up?
flute.
You did?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I played the trumpet
Uh-huh.
for like 6 months and then
Yeah.
classical guitar.
I played the flute for, I'm going to say, 3 years or 4 years.
With the flute, like with trumpet, it's funny. I only just recently was like, I think I want to
Yeah.
play the trumpet. And I was like, the thing about the trumpet is it fucking hurts.
Yeah,
'Cause
your
you
lips, you know, yeah, to do the little.
you've got to do that. And
Yeah.
when you get really sore, like around
Yeah.
they get those sensitive spots in the back of your
Yeah,
jaw.
yeah. The flute, you had to jut out your lip, I think. No, I think.
By the way,
Yeah, I think
not
you
your
had to-
bottom lip.
And then breathe
No,
across.
it'd be your top. Hang on.
No, it wasn't over the top like that. That's what.
All right, okay.
That's what
like a
you'd
turtle.
imagine it would be. But it's actually the opposite because you've got
Really?
to blow across the flute, not into the flute. So you're not blowing into the hole like it's a recorder.
Did you ever learn an
You're blowing
entire song?
across it. Oh, yeah, I did exams and all sorts of.
Oh,
like,
really?
You know, yeah.
You played it
I-
right through high school.
Yeah.
You're a flautist.
to the point where I had a silver-headed flute, which was the fancy version of the flute that I sold at cash converters when I was at university for beer
drugs.
money, I suppose. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea. So you played the flute. Like,
Yeah.
what songs could you have? What name me a famous song where a flute solo comes in? Like, I'm thinking Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull is about
Yeah,
the
is that
most
the only
famous
one?
rock and roll flautist.
Yeah, I can't think of any other
Yeah.
ones. Jazz flute, I guess. All right. Well, that was from Haley.
Okay.
Great start. We're off,
Thanks,
to a
Haley.
good start.
Good.
Everyone's loving
I
it.
don't think we really spoiled Rocky Horror Picture Show because it's more the vibe than it is the plot line of Rocky Horror Picture Show anyway.
I guess, and spoilers
Okay.
for people who, I guess the plot would be that Janet and the dude, they kind of get split up.
Yeah.
That's a spoiler.
Her husband or boyfriend.
Yeah,
or
what's his
husband or
name?
whatever
Janet
his name is.
and his name,
Yeah.
Bruce Bloxleitner,
Yeah.
or whoever it was. They get split up. That is a spoiler, kind of, isn't it? That they.
I mean, I guess, but it's not like a heavily plot.
It's not a plot heavy. It's all about songs and
Yeah,
people.
it's not like the
dancing around.
Mousetrap where if you knew what the ending to the Mousetrap is, it would ruin seeing the Mousetrap.
It's kind of funny too because it's one of those because the movie and the performance of Tim Curry is so famous. Like I've never seen a stage version of Rocky Horror, but I imagine everyone who's playing Frankenfurter is just doing Tim Curry, right? There would have been a point before Tim Curry where there would have been interpretations of that character.
Yeah, and then
But now
forevermore,
it's like just
people
doing Tim Curry.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you were going to play Hannibal Lecter, right? I mean, they did that TV series. Now, I guess it was different. He didn't do an Anthony Hopkins.
No.
When he did Hannibal, did he?
That is interesting.
It is
Fredo.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. This is from Kaylee.
Yeah.
Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is another philosophy
All right.
regarding Fleety, Greg Fleet. Legendary
Fleet.
Australian comedian
Greg
Fleet.
Fleet.
She wants you to
I did get a lovely message actually from Tony Martin,
Oh, yes.
former philosophy guest who'd had listened to the Greg Fleet episode and enjoyed it, which was very
that's nice. She wants you to pass on a message. Please let Fleety know that he is loved. I fell in love with Australian comedy because of him and Anthony and Glyn.
Yeah, that
Anthony
makes sense.
Aykroyd?
Anthony Morgan, probably.
Anthony Morgan, right.
Yeah.
I read his book, Brilliant. Brilliant, and Tie-Dye was awesome. I look forward to the new book. He should definitely tread the boards in some way, as it's brilliant to see him on stage or screen. Will, as a fellow podster, I love your poddy. I've been listening for years. I've got the feeling that Kaylee doesn't know I exist.
Why is the feed ruined now with those other shows that are in it?
Love the poddy. Been listening for years. Thanks to tip on Mark Maron as well. I don't get too attached to that pod. Just listen to Chris Cornell. Brilliant. Varley the great man. Keep it up. Chris Cornell must have done Maron once upon a time.
Yeah.
I saw Maron was on the dollop just recently.
Oh, was he?
Well, it would be months ago by the time when
Okay.
people hear this, but that's worth watching. Apparently, there was an episode of Maron where Dave Anthony talked about his dad, and then his dad contacted Maron because he wanted to do the right of reply.
I mean, which would have been great.
Awesome.
honestly.
That's what Gareth is saying. He's like, oh, that has to happen. Like, you've got to mediate some kind of like debate between Dave and his dad. Okay, let's get back into TOFOP territory. That's where we're most comfortable, I
good.
feel. I can't answer questions about Australian comedy legends, but I can. Why is this not opening? Have I been logged out? No, it's opening very slowly. This is from Dan.
Okay. Hi, Dan.
Niche question.
Niche question.
It's my first time writing into you guys. I have been on board since episode 6.
Oh,
I'm a huge,
Okay.
loyal fan.
thank you.
And was recently at
Dan,
Will's
the fan.
Dan the fan. And I was recently at Will's Launceston show, the one with the doctor from New York City who told you that he found his way to Australia after an amazingly fun rugby trip to Sydney with his mates. He received an email 4 months after returning home saying, see if Will remembers the next bit.
That he was going to be a father.
There's going to be a father. Tell me
So,
that story.
yeah,
Elaborate.
he was from New Jersey, in fact. He was
Jersey.
sitting in the front row of my show, and I said, how'd you find yourself in Launceston? And when somebody's he was so good, this guy, at telling a story, because in each bit of him answering one of my questions, he would drop in a new nugget of information.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
nice.
another thing for me to be able
to riff off.
Yeah, and so how does a guy from New Jersey find himself in Launceston? Well, it starts with a rugby union trip to Sydney, which even that, like a New Jersey guy playing rugby union and then going to Sydney, getting someone pregnant, moving to Australia, which is what he did so that he could be around his kid.
Really responsible
Right.
too, right? What a
Yeah.
stand-up guy.
He was a doctor, huge guy too, like as in like big, tall, like mountaineering looking dude.
Right.
Ended up having this like incredible story where he had like been in Sydney for the the raising of his kid and whatever, but then he'd ended up being the doctor in Antarctica,
What?
down on the expeditions
Yeah.
they have down there, and so he'd spent a couple of years down there and talked me through.
Get this guy in philosophy.
Yeah, right. When you're doing surgery and stuff, like the person who's assisting you in a surgery or whatever when you're in Antarctica is like the electrician in the camp or whatever. Everyone has to
Yeah,
play
right.
different roles, and so we talked all about that, and then how he ended up in Tassie and stuff. Yeah, like if you have that many good stories and you're coming to one of my improvised shows, sit down the front.
Yeah.
Make yourself known and do what this guy kept going, because I'd be like, how'd you end up at Launceston? And he goes, well, I was a doctor in Antarctica. And I was like, all right, well, we're going to have to talk about that bit first.
Anyway, Amy absolutely got my attention on the Ricky Specs
Oh, yeah,
episode.
okay.
She mentioned the heroic tale with the possum in the fireplace. This took place in a place I've visited a lot in the past 6 years, just outside of Launceston in Derby. Many beautiful, or Derby. I don't know, is it Derby or Derby? Let's say both. Many beautiful memories with family and friends in Derby, riding bikes in the bush, Derby, camping and swimming. So many TOFOP episodes I've listened to riding around Derby.
Okay.
Now, Derby.
Are you going to go to the Derby Comedy Festival? I've been offered millions of dollars to go and perform in Derby. So
Now, Derby over the last 10 years is world famous for its mountain biking.
Oh, yeah.
An old timber town in rural Tasmania. After slowly dying over the recent decades, Derby has been transformed into a mountain biking haven.
Okay.
Revitalising the town and making Tasmania a must-ride
Okay.
destination. Well, it's good once you get rid of those pesky trees.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
You
like
can
you
really
get
ride around
right on those
all
mountains.
these good paths.
This got me thinking, and this is a question for Amy.
Okay.
Is Amy a mountain biker?
Oh.
Does she go to Derby for the floating sauna or something else? If so, I'm so keen to know more. If you can ask her, well, why don't we? Why don't we get her on the phone?
Oh, really?
Do you reckon we can get her on? And
Well, let's just see. If she
Is this
answers
the best way to
phone.
do it if I just do it on my phone? Or do you want to pipe her in,
Yeah.
Jones?
If you want to do it quickly that
Yeah,
way,
let's-
that's
Yeah,
fine.
all right. Let's
Let's
just.
see if we can get her on.
All right. She might be busy doing bloody Happy Chatfield show or
I
something.
mean, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very important, busy work to
Yeah,
be doing. But
yeah,
you
she
never know.
can't-
She might
she can't
just
take
answer
my
the
call.
phone.
Well, she might. She knows who it is.
Oh.
Hey mate, how are you?
Good. How are you? Sorry. Hey, we're recording a letters episode of TOFOP, and a letters come in specifically for you from a fan.
Yeah.
Can I just want to ask you, he wants to know, because you were telling that story about Tasmania being in Derby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he says, is Amy a mountain biker, or did she go to Derby for the floating sauna or something else? And if so, I'm so keen to know more if you can ask her. So let's just stick with the first one. Are you a mountain biker?
Yeah.
You
I'm
are,
not a mountain biker.
you are a mountain
I
biker?
know it's no,
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah.
not.
Okay, right.
I know it's a mountain biking town. I did, in fact, I went with a bunch of friends because one of my friends, their family has a house there,
Okay.
and we did go to the floating sauna.
Okay. All right.
Right,
Well, that's great.
all right.
I mean, the next part of his question is probably relevant now because he wants to know, did you do any sick drops or jumps?
Not into the 6-degree water in the middle of the night,
No cool, you didn't do any cool cannonballs or anything like that?
no. No front flips, no 360s.
Okay. Well, you've got a fan. I mean, you have many fans, but you've got a specific fan
Oh,
in Dan,
right.
Dan the fan.
Dan the fan.
All right. We'll let you go. Thanks, Amy.
All right, bye.
How about
Oh, well, there
that?
you go. All right.
Sorry for the super niche questions. It'll probably not interest anyone else but me. I'm just keen to know. No, that's what this show's all about, right? Is super niche questions.
Well, for a second, I thought Amy was a mountain biker.
got me for a second
Yeah.
as well. Wouldn't
I
surprise me.
misheard that, and then I was just like, oh, isn't she just always we're learning something about Amy?
It's funny, like mountain biking too. I've never really thought about it as a subculture, but I guess it would be, right? There would be people who like the whole weekend
Of course, mountain
It's a
biking is
big culture.
is
Yeah.
it? What do you mean a
Oh,
big
yeah.
culture?
because all sorts of biking
It's a
are
big activity.
cultures.
Well, see, up where
If you get a bike,
yeah,
it becomes a culture. Like, I mean, the original
yeah,
bikies, right?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, motorcycle gangs, but you've also got those, Saturday morning, lycra cycling sort of, I feel like mountain biking would have that exact same stickiness that if you're a mountain biker, you're into mountain biking. Like, where's the best trail?
I would
What's
have-
the best equipment?
I would have, and maybe this is my ignorance, would have lumped in mountain biking
Yeah.
with you're an extreme
an outdoor
games.
sport
Yeah,
person.
you're an outdoor enthusiast, and mountain biking is just one of the branches of your interest. But to
Yeah.
be specifically a mountain biking kind of dude. And the other thing is up where I live in the Northern Rivers, like no one pedals themselves anymore. Everyone's got e-bikes. Like
Yeah.
it's insane how every bike is an e-bike now.
Well,
I'm an
e-bikes are-
mountain biker.
E-bikes are big in mountain biking.
Oh.
now.
Are they?
Yeah,
Assisted pedal or like throttle e-bikes?
I'd
Are you
say-
a mountain biker?
No, I'm not,
Oh,
but I
okay.
know people who are.
Okay.
And it is becoming, as those bikes become more prominent, they can be,
I feel
popular.
like that's cheating. I feel like if you're a mountain biker, you got to use your legs.
Well, if you have a ride on one, they're pretty fun. I was skeptical as well, but they are fun.
As in, what's the fun part? Is in how going up the hill, powered.
Just the momentum you get with it, it's
Seems incredibly dangerous.
pretty
Yeah.
fun.
I think all mountain biking seems incredibly dangerous.
I mean,
but
it is, especially going downhill too. 'cause
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's a whole art. That kind of.
is there
riding.
any mountain bikie gangs?
that don't make ice, they make whiz fizz. It's all friendly, inoffensive.
It's like
In
you
a
wanna-
bathtub.
You want to get high?
Yeah.
Well, then ride this bike up a mountain.
In the Northern Rivers, there's a big issue with e-bikes at the moment because kids can get them, like 15-year-olds, and they can modify the bikes. They just hack into it and modify it. And so it's got like a limiter that goes only 40 k's an hour. But
yeah.
these
But
kids,
the kids are hacking the bikes.
so they can go 90 k's.
No,
and
well,
they're
that
basically
social media band's probably going to work fine.
yeah.
then.
There's no, but you can't fuck it. They're like they don't wear helmets
Nah.
or reflectors or lights or anything. So at night when you're driving around the Northern Rivers, some kid will zip past you completely silently, completely invisible when you look in your rear view. There's been a couple of times where I'm like, holy fuck. If I had turned like a second earlier, I would have wiped out some kid. And they're everywhere. Like, and the other thing is they get there because they're all minimum for like a standard one's about $2.5 grand.
Yep.
And there's a lot of valuable mechanics and stuff in it. So they get stolen. So if you're on the Byron Bay Facebook page, every day someone's like, my kid's bike got stolen. My kid's bike got stolen. CCTV footage of people chain them up with heavy chains or whatever, and then some dude will just come in his van, chop it open, chuck it in his van and drive off. So it's this weird kind of black market economy that's going on now where people are constantly buying and having
So you're
e-bikes
telling me
stolen.
that I can buy a second-hand e-bike?
Easy. No problem. Go to Cash Converters in bloody Lennox Head. You'll get one cheap. All right. This next bit of mail, this is going to be an awkward glasses on, glasses off scenario.
Because Ricky Specs isn't here this week.
Ricky Specs isn't here. Ricky Specs is on tour.
Yeah.
He left a message, voicemail, beep. Hey, Will, Charlie, it's Ricky Specs. Just want to say I can't come into the show this month. I'm too busy. We're just...
What are you up to, Ricky?
You can't talk to me. It's an answering machine
No,
message.
this
but
is
I'll-
in my message. This is in my answering machine message. I'll leave this in here.
we're on tour. You might have heard of a festival called Don't Give a Fuck.
Oh,
It's for all bands that just don't give a fuck.
yeah.
We go on stage. We just don't play our instruments for 45 minutes.
Really?
People hate it. But we keep doing it. Because who gives a fuck? Thanks, Ricky. Can't wait to hear from you again. This is a TOFOP bit of mail, but it's directed at you,
Oh, no.
Will. Oh, no, I'm addressed, but I think it's
Okay.
mainly for you
All right.
because he talks about a book you were reading.
Okay.
Hey, and a couple,
Hey.
blah, blah, blah.
Hey. Hey.
A number of episodes ago,
Yeah.
Will mentioned a book he
It
was
will be
reading.
a number of episodes ago now.
Lots of numbers. Magpie Murders.
Oh, yes.
I was looking for a new audiobook to listen to,
Mm-hmm.
so I grabbed it. It's great. A murder mystery inside a murder mystery.
Yes.
If TOFOP was in a murder mystery novel,
Mm-hmm.
then between the three of you, Will, Charlie, and producer James,
Uh-huh.
who would play the three roles of detective, sidekick loyal assistant, and the murderer?
Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go an early nomination only because this is something that I've been talking about at home a bit about the idea of what is it that I could play if I was going to act in something.
Yep.
And,
Comedian/podcaster.
well, yeah, but if I was going to do something that was not me,
Yeah.
but is, like that idea of taking the skills that you have or the personality you have or whatever it is, but making it just slightly
Something
not
else.
you.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So some sort of quirky detective.
Sure. You could play quirky detective. I think
Yeah.
we've had this. I feel like we've had this before.
So
I could also see you as like retired academic, like cranky academic that
Yes.
a kid has to go and go and he wrote The
yeah,
Catcher in the
some
Rye
sort of
or
like mentor style,
Yeah.
but not particularly
Yeah.
pleased to be the mentor.
Exactly, like a real like hermit or
Yeah.
introvert or whatever, doesn't want to
Uh-huh.
be bothered. I could see
Yeah.
you playing that.
Yeah, some sort of like, yeah. So I'm quite happy. I would quite like to be a detective in this regard. Like
How do
to-
you
to
think you
solve
go
them.
learning lines, like the mechanics of acting? Like, so you get, given the part, some
Yeah.
director comes in and say, I've written this part for you. I think I'm playing to your strengths. You're playing a whatever, like quirky detective. But how do you think you would go with
I don't know. How do you think I would go?
Well,
Because you're quite good at learning lines. That's
Yes.
one of the things that
but that's
you've
that's a
developed
muscle memory thing.
Yeah, but you've developed the skill, and now you are good at being able to look at something and
Because I think the challenge for you would be because you're so used to in your career editing and writing on the fly, and even like in the moment when you're doing your improvised shows,
Yeah.
the temptation would be for you to like edit the lines, right, or make them more in your voice, which some directors and writers are cool with, and then there's other directors and writers who are like, "Hey, stick to what's scripted. I wrote it for a reason." I
Yeah.
think that would be the challenge.
I think
That you would find a more
I
efficient
think you're
way
not
of.
getting me if you want it done the way you want it
What if
done.
it's Tarantino though? Like someone who's very, I write in a specific rhythm. I have written this role for you as a quirky Australian detective, but you've
Mate,
got to.
I want to, mate, I'll solve the murder, but first I want to fuck your feet. Like, I just want to fuck them. Just show us your toes.
That's
They're
classic
in, mate,
Tarantino.
they're in a bloody thong. And that's the thong I like, which is the thong you have on your feet. Let me masturbate on your feet. It's a weird dialogue that you've written here, Quentin. This is my
I'm gonna-
10th film.
I'm gonna
This is
do
all I'm ever going to do. And I'm finishing with this. Yes, this is the final scene.
it. Paul Dano gets his head blown off.
Paul
Matthew
Dano's
Lillard
weak
gets
sauce,
into
and
a
I
wood
want to
chipper.
masturbate on your shoes.
I was going to say I could be the straight sidekick, but I don't think I want to be in this.
You don't want to be in
This
that. No, no, no.
anymore.
We're not doing
No,
Tarantino.
hang on. Tarantino's not being
back
involved.
back to
Yeah,
the back to the
charming.
Well, I think Will, that you could be the investigator.
Yeah, I'm happy to be the investigator.
I think you could be his Watson to
Oh,
Will's.
that's true.
Yes.
And I think that
Yes.
I would be the person
murderer.
investigating because as an actor,
Yes.
duplicity
True.
Yeah.
comes naturally to me. You never quite
Yes.
know if I'm telling the truth or not.
That's
if I tell you
right.
a sob story,
You'll be one of those
is he turning
characters
on
that
the
we
water
don't
works?
know if you're the murderer
That's
or not
right.
the
You
whole
You do
time.
have a face that looks friendly, but
Yeah.
could secretly
There's some darkness
be, could
behind.
be dark.
Yeah, is he Charlie or is he Ricky Specs? You don't know who
Yeah,
you're talking
That's
to.
true.
So I think that would be.
Yeah,
Let's
you
write
can't be
that.
this dumb.
Why
It
don't we
must
do a
be
podcast drama, a limited series drama, where are we playing ourselves, or do we fictionalize
I
it?
don't know. Give us what's the are we talking about? There's been a murder.
Murder
in
in listener studios.
yeah.
We got like a body's discovered in one of the studios.
I mean, this is not bad actually.
And no one knows.
who out of the listener. So somebody's been killed. Who's gonna be? Is it going to be one of the
Like a
podcast
host
celebrities, or is it
or-
like a producer? Or
I
is
think
it
it's
like
better if it's a
guest?
stranger because that immediately creates more
yeah.
questions. It's like
Why?
a body was found.
Yeah. Okay.
A body.
But what's a good sexy body to be found in a podcast studio? I mean, it doesn't have to be sexy as in like
What
the
are you talking
traditional.
about, you fucking
No, but
freak?
I mean as in like, what's the hook?
Okay.
Like, why is
yeah.
this person,
Like, I mean, it's got to be.
Is it a
there's
famous
got to be
politician
yes,
or an
there's-
entertainer?
Yeah,
or
there's got to
like
be.
a-
There's got to be. Or we don't know who they are, and
Yeah.
that's the thing we've got to put together. But there's clues about them. They're
Yeah.
wearing like they're dressed in all white. They're a cricketer or
Uh-huh,
something like
okay,
that.
yeah.
So a
right.
strange person
Yeah.
that no one knows.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's
They
been-
they turn up. They're not on CCTV.
Yes.
They didn't check in at the desk.
Yes.
They just there.
They're just
just
found.
there.
Yeah, no one knows how they got in or why the cameras happened to be off at that particular point. They know that it must have happened between these hours, but no one knows how they got.
And
into
what
the
you
studio.
need in this scenario.
The only person who was in there was Charlie.
So I think this is the perfect, where you would be using the listener stable
Yep.
as your
Cast of characters.
Cast of characters,
Yeah,
right?
they're your Cluedos.
Yeah, so these are all the people who have been using the studios. It might be like Hamish and Andy, and
Yeah.
it might be Abby Chatfield, and it might be Beck Judd, or
Yeah.
whatever. It might be Cheek Media.
Yeah.
You've got all these various
Matt and Alex.
and maybe well,
Well, it couldn't have been Matt because he's
mid-
never in this.
the midweek rub.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, but it's the 1 week that
Matt came
was,
down,
Or
yeah.
maybe that's the perfect alibi.
Ah,
right?
yes, of
Like
course.
we think that Matt was in Queensland.
And now holding a
the
can
whole
of the
time
body. There's a
because it
can
was
of
like-
4X.
Yeah.
Crushed can of 4X
Oh,
in the
actually,
studio.
That's not bad.
It's like, well, there's only one people from one state drink 4X.
Yeah.
But I live very close to the border of Queensland. I could have easily crushed a can of 4X.
Interesting. And,
my way here.
the person was crushed under a Boilermaker, which is interesting. That feels like a clue. And in the studio that day, there was a mother and her son.
Ah, yeah, it's all. But that
yeah.
could be me leaving out clues to throw you off the
That's
set
true.
because it's a bit too obvious.
To
right?
finger O'Kine.
Right. So, okay, but what's the dynamic between the Watson and the quirky detective? So, are we leaning into your real life eccentricities, or are we going to give you a affectation?
They've always got to have some. What's my dark side, or what's my crutch, or my like whatever? You know, like Sherlock Holmes was a morphine.
Okay,
addict
how
or
about
whatever.
this? We make it more based in reality. We used to podcast together,
Oh, okay, good.
but we stopped podcasting
Yes.
together
Why?
because, well,
We both have different stories about it.
yeah, that's right. No one knows why we split up. We've never spoken publicly about it. For
great.
some reason, you got into law enforcement,
Yeah.
but I continued podcasting.
I
And the
became
show
a
got
private
really
detective and
successful.
without me.
You left, the show got super successful, and you're suspicious about how that happened.
Yes.
Because you're like, surely
Yeah, there's got to
that's
be.
impossible that Charlie could have any success on his own.
But people think I'm bitter.
Yeah.
Because I just keep saying there's got to be something.
There's no way. It
I've worked
defies
with this guy
logic.
for 15 years. There's got to be a con going on. here somewhere.
I've never met
This is
someone
a
with less
Ponzi
talent.
scheme of some-
Okay. All right. So that's the connection between us, right? That's the intrigue.
Yeah.
But what's your quirky you can't be in the same room as me. How
yeah,
about
okay.
that? Like we're so angry.
Yeah.
It was such an acrimonious separation
Yeah.
that you refuse to interview me, but you'll look at all the clues. So you James have to be the intermediary where you will come and talk to me. And then I try and not seduce, but I start to play you off against Will.
Or what if it's one of those
Like I'm
things
like,
where,
you remember what he was
I've
like when we
come-
were recording those letters episodes?
and I've come in.
Unhinged.
He would try and derail me with these bloody tangents all the
But
time.
I like to think that I've been brought in because they think because we like have an animosity that like you're the person who's getting fingered for this crime.
Yep.
Like everyone you're
He was the only person in the studio. when it happened.
Whereas, so they've brought me in thinking that I am going to like help convict you.
Yeah.
But in the end, it turns out that I find out that it absolutely isn't you, and I make it my mission, despite the fact that we've had this big falling out, that I'm going to prove you innocent of this crime, and it's what like brings us back together.
So who did it?
James.
Good twist. Love it. Commissioned immediately. All right. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. This is from. Oh, this is where I have to wear glasses.
Magpie Murders is great, by the way. I read the whole
Oh.
series. There's 3 in that series. Like, the second one was not quite as good, but the third one I really
Who's
loved.
the author?
Anthony Horowitz, and I'm reading another series by him at the moment that I'm 3 books into, which I've really enjoyed as well.
I call him Adam Horowitz. Okay, this is from Sydney, the city. The entire city has emailed us to say, I'm a long-time fan.
Okay.
No,
great.
this is not. This is an American listener.
All right.
We love hearing from our international fans. Long-time listener from Fargo, North Dakota,
okay.
USA. I found you through the dollop
Yeah.
and
Welcome.
decided that TOFOP is the perfect counterweight to that podcast.
Yeah.
Is it?
Well,
What are-
you learn nothing from us.
I guess it would be.
Mm.
I was listening to the Ricky Specs. Fucking Ricky Specs has made a real impression. I was listening to the Ricky Specs episode, and Will mentioned that he would love if you had a fight instructor in your audience.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that, but I'm sure
That
you did.
Sounds like something I would say there.
Well, congratulations.
Yes.
I believe I qualify.
Great.
I am an accountant by day,
Yeah.
but I was a professional MMA fighter
Oh,
years ago.
yes.
And now I'm a coach.
Oh,
I coach Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu,
I
and
love
MMA.
that he's probably an MMA and MBA.
and MMA for the last decade, and I've coached many fighters all over for
Yeah.
fighters
all right.
over the years. Sorry,
Okay.
so I believe you could call me a fight instructor.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely. Thanks, Sydney. So thank
Okay.
you for the years of entertainment. Keep up the excellent work. What would you? I can understand you're limited in terms of what he could teach you, but if you had to learn one self-defense technique? Like, what's the thing? Living in Melbourne, right? It's machete attacks you're constantly worried about, right?
I can't sleep for worrying about machete attacks.
So is that what you'd want to learn? Is how to
Defend
fend off a
machete.
weapon? Yeah, disarm. How to disarm an assailant.
Um,
Knowing your
I-
limitations. Like, you're not going to learn a high kick or...
When I went to see Kendrick, I was amazed that Kendrick looks like Kendrick is dancing a lot more than Kendrick actually dances, because he'll have dancers behind him who are doing all the like
acrobatic
big
stuff.
acrobatic moves, and he'll just do a little kind of like shimmy
Shuffle.
or like a hand movement that is accentuating what is happening behind him, but like makes it feel like he's also doing all the things that people behind him are doing. I feel like that should be my fighting style. So I need both a little minimal sort of like arm, little like, you know, so if you came towards me with like
so
a
close
whatever,
contact,
I could just do a little sort of like hand movement.
Yeah.
But behind me, I've got like 8 like
bigger muscular,
like doing different fighting styles, like throwing big spin kicks and like karate chops and stuff. So basically, I'm just doing a little bit of up the front intimidation, but the effect is being provided by this like people behind me who are all doing these like fighting moves.
He can't, but that means he has to instruct everyone, not just you.
That's right. Yeah, it's like a mass choreography, basically.
I think I would.
That's my style that I would like to fight.
The thing I am noticing as I get older is like I just hurt all the time, and I get injured all the time.
Yeah.
You can turn your head too fast and get like pull a muscle in your neck, or
that's how I'd fight against anyone who's over the age of 45. I'd be like, look over here, and they'd be like, aha, can't use your neck now, can you?
The other day,
I'd be like, oh mate, did you drop that thing? Oh, I hurt your back.
I
now,
threw
haven't
my
you?"
head back in laughter the other day and hurt my neck. I was
yeah.
like, like it really hurt. So
no, I pulled it. I had a side strain reverse parking.
it's so embarrassing. I saw a meme that was like, it was like a clip from Transformers, and it was like Optimus Prime like dead, lying on the ground, and it was like Optimus Prime at the age of 45 when transforming just started to hurt. So I think if I was going to learn a skill, it's like, how can I? Because they always say like, 90% of fights end up on the ground. Like, it's no point learning striking because really it's just about grappling. How do I hug someone and bring them to the ground with minimal movement? Like, I don't want to have to throw a punch or move any of my joints, but like, I need to be able to defend myself, right? So I imagine that's a grapple. Like, what's the best way I can just grab an assailant, bring him to the ground, and then just hold on for dear life? Because that's going to be my best bet.
I'd like to be good at also just
ducking and weaving.
Yeah, ducking and weaving.
It is amazing. Have you ever watched like Muhammad Ali? They'll do like slow down, and it looks like it's random, but he's clearly seeing where the punches are coming from, and he's ducking. Like, imagine how to do that.
I'd just be happy to duck and weave until they were exhausted.
I mean, I know this is months after the Ashes, but even watching that highlight, you saw that clip of Alex Carey. It was just like that side-on view of him keeping close to the wickets, and I was like, imagine having that level of coordination, hand-eye coordination, that you can just see a ball that's traveling over 100 kilometers an hour and just grab it.
Yeah.
One hand, boom,
we'd try that once, it would hit us in the face and we'd be dead.
It's just, oh man, humans are amazing. It's just not us.
No, not us. Absolutely not us. Other humans
are amazing. Especially Elena. And because she wrote in to say, Will and Charlie, this week's episode, Will Loves Love is Blind, featured discussions of Capico candies. So this is what you're talking about?
Yeah, the ones
the coffee ones.
Yeah, Capico or Copico.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Discussions of Capico candies, dating reality shows, taste of the preferred scent, and streaming trends. The intersection of all these things, it's Korean television.
Oh, really? Okay.
I first dipped into Korean dramas, the generic term for fictional TV shows, a decade ago. I got hooked by the beautiful people in beautiful places eating food so good you could taste it through the screen.
Oh.
And it's a nice escape from real life.
Okay.
The format is quite different from English language series. Each series comprises approximately 16 episodes of 60 to 90 minutes each, And apart from soap opera, it's extremely rare for a show to get more than one season.
Okay.
That seems pretty in line with what we've headed with streaming, right?
That is true.
Yeah. This means that there's no time to go pretty deep with the plot of the characters. Really? I reckon 60 to 90-minute episodes, you can do a fair bit of
I
development.
think they made 13 half-hour episodes of 42 hours.
This means this means that there's that's my fault. This means that there is time to go pretty deep.
Oh, there's time.
Yes.
There's plenty of time.
But everything is resolved at the end and there's no cliffhanger bullshit. It's tidy, but also flying in the face of the 1-minute episode model that appears to be picking up steam, the vertical dramas we mentioned. There's a lot of product placement, and wow, is it blatant, like to the point that it is now used as a meta joke in a lot of the shows.
Oh.
In an unexpected twist, Kapiko candies have started pushing hard in Korea, and the placements are hilariously unsubtle. The standard goes like this. Main character says something about being tired, has an obvious light bulb moment, pulls out a Kapiko and holds it directly in front of the camera for a solid 3 seconds, then pops it in their mouth and immediately announces that they feel refreshed and energized.
Oh.
This game was quite a shock to me the first time I saw it, given my experience of Kapiko to that point came exclusively from cranky old Albanian relatives. I wouldn't have thought there was much of a Venn diagram there. If Korean dramas start doing ads for Werthers, I'm really going to lose my shit. As for dating shows, I don't watch English language ones, but I have got completely sucked into Singles Inferno.
Okay.
A Korean dating show that ends with one contestant being pushed into fire.
No, yeah, I was going to say, sacrificed into a volcano.
A Korean one that leans so hard on the beautiful people and beautiful places eating amazing food motif that the relationships are, for me, entirely secondary.
Oh, okay.
But don't get me wrong, the participants are still engrossingly messy. It's a much gentler vibe than the Aussie, US, UK shows, but the villains still manage to be such villains, it's brilliant. All 4 previous seasons are on Netflix, with the 5th one to come out next year. So, Will, if you're up for having a howling at the TV moment, while seeing some of the world's great beauties eat food and break hearts, you'll need to look no further. Love your work, darlings.
Okay.
Thank you for all the brilliant podcasting years. Thank you,
Good
Elena.
tip. I like it, Elena.
We get these recommendations every letters episode, and I was like, I'm gonna check it out, and then I never do, and that's probably why I can't sleep. Maybe if I just chilled out watching some Korean bloody dating shows.
Well, I'm still deep in this Love is Blind.
Are you still loving
Yeah,
Love
I've
is
gone
Blind?
into some other series.
Love
of
is
Blind.
deaf.
Yeah, that would be great.
Love
is-
can't smell.
Love is lame. Just like...
All right.
Love is forgetful. Okay, all right.
Love has
Yeah, sure.
Alzheimer's.
Love-
Oh, no. Love has dementia.
yeah.
Okay. This is Daniel. Oh, some predictions.
Okay.
Hey, guys. Here's another tantalizing TOFOP tidbit. Oh, that's gone in the Wayback Machine. I'm doing a re-listen of the show from the beginning,
Okay.
and I'm currently listening to episodes from 2019.
All right.
God, 2019. Before I was a dad, Gemma was pregnant, so I was about to become a father. What else is happening in 2019? Who was riding high at the top of the charts in 2019?
Well,
Macklemore? No, that's he was.
all I
earlier than that.
remember at the end of 2019 is thinking 2020 is going to be a good year.
It's going to be so much
This
better.
will be a
I
great
could
year
think-
of just getting out and about,
Oh wow!
doing my thing.
I'm going to cough on everyone. The Bin trilogy had come to a close, and so I got to the pleasure of re-listening to the all-time great episode of Big Balloon Boy. Do you remember Big Balloon Boy?
Yeah.
James, do you know the Big Balloon Boy story? It's probably worth recapping.
Please do.
A friend of ours had a baby, and Gemma and I went to the florist to get some flowers, and they were also selling this enormous balloon that Gemma insisted we buy. And the balloon was so big that when we got to the car, we couldn't fit it into the car. But we were only a short distance away from our friend's place. So I said, look, I'll walk down Bondi Road with this giant balloon. When you drive, I'll meet you there. So I was walking down the street. This balloon was like enormous, like an earth ball. And I'm holding it, and it was a windy day. And I'm fucking struggling to control this thing. And then, out of nowhere, this fucking balloon explodes. And it explodes so loudly that it blows my hat off. And You've never seen like 300 people on the street laugh harder than one guy like on his knees on the ground holding his ears, fumbling around, searching for his hat after the explosion of a giant balloon. But the reason that Daniel is contacting us is to thank you, Charlie, for a project of yours that came to fruition around this time.
okay.
Lessons for Life with Alan Mercedes.
Yes.
I watched this series when it first came out, and I specifically remember episode 2 making me laugh until I cried. And I had to go back and watch it again. Charlie, that series has your sense of humor all over it, and I love it. And it remains just as funny, and I'd love to see more of Alan if that was something you'd ever want to pursue. Would love to, but Richard Pyros, who plays Alan Mercedes, lives in London. So we tried to do one down the line, we did do a short follow-up series, which was sort of, we did during COVID. But yeah, that was a fun series. You check it out, TOFOP TV. Full episodes of the show and highlights every week uploaded to our YouTube channel. Thanks again for the content over the years and all the re-listens. No need to send me a sticker book.
Do we have any?
Are you still in 2019? We don't have those sticker books. I've already got mine plus the fridge magnets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
still have.
right.
Still good news is I've still got heaps of fridge magnets. Charlie, please next time you do a video store with Guy Davies, I'd love to hear you talk about Michael Crichton films.
Oh,
So what is that like? Jurassic Park, The Firm,
yeah.
all the legal ones.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
There's a few actually. I think that you'd be surprised. Like, I mean, isn't one of the Contagion or like one of those ones Michael
yeah,
Crichton
Outbreak.
or something as well?
Is it
Outbreak,
I
yeah,
think that is a.
yeah. I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna Google Michael Crichton films.
Oh my God!
Not Michael Christian. No.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
We've got some more love for Ricky Specs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Great.
Right. Honestly, when I was compiling this, I didn't twig. This is from Dale. Hi, well, Charlie. Thank you for the podcast. Absolutely love the birth of Ricky Specs. Please make him a regular. Dale Creed. Oh, I've got to do it in the voice. Dale Creed thinks Ricky Specs is hilarious.
Okay. So there is so many movies.
About Michael Crichton.
Michael Crichton. So obviously, yes, the Jurassics or the Jurassics. Right?
Yeah, and he even did did Congo, the giant ape movie.
Okay, so yeah, let's go through and see how many of these you can come up with.
So hang on, let me just. So he's sci-fi, but he also did legal. Did he do legal once? Or who's the guy who did all the legal genres like
no,
Time to Kill? And,
yeah, no, I think you're thinking of.
is he a Crichton as well?
No.
Oh, Grisham.
Grisham, yeah, John Grisham.
Okay, Michael
Okay.
Crichton, Jurassic Park, Congo.
Okay, yep, good.
The Philadelphia Experiment. No, that's not him. No.
Let's think. Well, we're thinking more. I'm going to go with sort of.
Are they all
bigger
sci-fi?
movies? No, so like one's about a weather event. There's been two of them.
The weather event. The Perfect Storm? No. The Day After Tomorrow? No.
It's kind of like one of the original disaster movies.
Yes.
The Towering Inferno. The Twister.
Yeah.
Twister.
He
and
wrote
Twisters,
Twister?
yes.
Michael Crichton.
Michael
What?
Crichton.
Slumming it a bit, isn't it?
How
How did it go from Jurassic Park to Twister?
Hey, Twister is a classic.
Is it?
The original is great.
You're
I
too
think
young.
the original. The 13th Warrior that I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's with Antonio Banderas.
Sphere,
Oh, yeah, with Sharon Stone and
Yeah.
Dustin Hoffman.
Congo, as you mentioned. Oh,
Yes.
now this one is interesting. If I give you the actors, it's very much of the time, like an issue of the time. It starred Michael Douglas and another very famous actor of the time. We're talking 1994.
Sorry, say again. Give me the clues. It's a Michael Douglas film.
Michael Douglas film.
Yeah.
Another very, like a famous female lead. If I give
Yeah.
you both of them, you'll probably just know what the film is immediately.
Yeah.
And it's based on like an
Disclosure?
issue. Disclosure is exactly
anymore.
what you're talking about.
Well, that is a
Yes.
good bit of sizzle for people who haven't heard. Guy Davis and I did a series on erotic thrillers. Disclosure was one of the ones we mentioned in the 90s.
Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes.
Oh, yes. Just Cause.
Rising Sun.
Oh. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, that's the Japanese, the Yakuza one, I think.
There is a Burt. I assume this
Burt
is
Reynolds.
It looks like
Smokey and the Bandit. Michael Crichton.
Physical Evidence.
I don't know what that one is.
Tom Selleck one called Runaway.
Oh, yeah. Vaguely remember that.
The Great Train Robbery.
Do you think Tom Selleck, because you know he was meant to be Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
do you think Tom Selleck he's had a good career? He's had a perfectly fine career, never been out of work. But do you ever think part of him is like does he wake up now in the morning and go,
But you just don't know, do you?
But-
You don't know if it would have been as big a...
but it's directed by Steven Spielberg, it's produced by George Lucas.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right.
Do you think he, Tom Selleck, who's Magnum PI and has had a great TV career, but he never quite made it as a movie star, do you think he ever wakes up now in a cold sweat and is like, oh fuck,
He wouldn't have made that movie. Like it
You don't-
would. It
I
wouldn't
think
have
he would-
been.
as good as Harrison?
No,
Is because he's not as good
it
as a
wouldn't be
good
what
actor?
it is if it was him.
I don't know about that. He's
Well,
very likable.
He wasn't in it, so it wasn't meant to be.
No, but he wasn't in it because he was contracted to Magnum PI. That was the only reason he didn't get it.
There are two movies...
He was cast in it.
There are two movies that are iconic movies that Michael Crichton did way back in the day. So we're talking 1971 and 1973. These are two movies that have
Sci-fi?
stayed. Yeah, one... they might have both had remakes. One's definitely had a recent television remake.
Yeah.
But they're both sci-fi. Yes.
Logan's Run?
No.
Space? No. Robots? Give me.
Yes, Robots is a good
Oh,
clue.
Westworld.
Westworld,
Yeah.
of course. And in 1971, the one that started it all could also be like something someone would call a weed.
Call a weed.
Like, a funny name if you went into an LA weed shop and
Oh, right.
you'd be like,
oh, yeah. That's
like
like
a-
Purple Kush or some shit like that.
some sort of, yeah.
Is it a famous film? Would I know it?
I don't know if you would know necessarily the plot of the film, but you
But
would
you'd know the
heard this-
name.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me, what's it begin with? What's the first letter?
I'm going to give you, A.
Andromeda Strain.
The Andromeda Strain. There you go. Why not? Yeah. Exactly what it was.
Yeah, I reckon that's a good suggestion. I'll run that past Guy.
Yeah, there's enough good ones there. There's
Yeah,
a bunch of other
definitely.
ones as well, but there's enough good ones there.
Yeah, prolific. Hey, this came in from Adam.
Okay.
This is a predictions one. Hey, Donuts and Clutch. What do you think that refers to, James?
Ooh, it's ringing bells. Can't put my finger on it though.
Donuts and Clutch.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, nicknames clearly,
Yeah,
but
nicknames.
what is the commonality between those nicknames for Will and I?
I don't know.
They're names that we gave ourselves.
Self-appointed nicknames, the ultimate sin.
Will, you
Donuts
had an
Anderson.
affectation, right? Because you were eating donuts all the
Eating
time.
donuts, trying to get people to call me Donuts. I actually, still to this day, don't see how it didn't work.
And I actually was called Clutch by my brother's mates.
Yeah.
They were using it as a pejorative, as in put your foot on the clutch, shut him up.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool. I just like the sound of a clutch. And I'm like, Charlie, clutch, there's a
Well,
C.
it's that sports term, like, oh, he's coming
He's
in clutch.
coming in
Yeah,
clutch.
He's really clutch.
And so I wanted people to call me Clutch, but they never did.
All right, clutch.
Thanks heaps for reading my previous correspondence regarding Alf Stewart and Radiohead. Nutter Butter Biscuits and Freaky Predictions. I believe that the Raymar Radiohead connection was too much of a pop culture treat that deserved the analysis of professionals like yourselves. Anyway, you guys have requested that I compile a list of all your future predictions. So here they are in no particular
great.
order.
Yes.
Episode 145. Charlie made a prediction. This is 2016. Charlie made a prediction about Trump building a Star Wars Death Star protection thing that's kind of like what he's planning to do with the satellite shield in the future.
Yeah, okay, not bad.
2016, episode 124. Evil Superman. You guys discussed a film. Sounds a bit like the movie Brightburn to me. In 2015, episode 111, a Han Solo spin-off was predicted.
Oh.
Well, that's not like entirely. I mean, the MCU was up and running by then. That's
Yeah,
the most
true though.
wild
But I mean,
prediction.
still.
This one I don't quite agree with. Episode 121 in 2016, we predicted the renaissance of Paul Hogan. Did he have a renaissance?
Well, I know that we were lobbying for the
Chris
return of
Hemsworth
the Chris-
reboot.
and then that became a reality.
But I don't remember. But he never really. He did another Dundee film, the Talented Mr. Dundee, which is. Have you seen it?
No,
It's a bizarre film.
is it?
It's really
Because it's him playing.
Paul Hogan. It's meant to be this meta. You know, like
Is
we
it
come back and
meta?
play. No. I mean, it is meta in the sense that it's like him playing a version of himself.
Yeah.
But it's the great failing of it is it posits that Crocodile Dundee is as beloved and well known a pop culture figure as like Superman or something like that. That everyone just immediately knows that's Superman. That guy with like, you know, Americans today would see this little old Australian guy and be like, oh, that's
him. It's
Crocodile Dundee. And like the kids today would know who that was.
I don't mind that as a conceit.
Episode 71 in 2012, you guys predicted the enhanced games were performing enhancing drugs illegal to be used in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Is that happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. Yes.
Certainly is.
All right. In
The
episode
Australian James Magnuson has been like
cleared
juicing
to
for
swim.
the-
Oh, he's been juicing.
juicing for the
Swimming.
games.
Yeah, right. I imagine they have to do that under very strict conditions, right? Because if someone fucking blows up their heart.
Well, they're saying that they're giving everyone, you know, the doctors and
Right.
the tests and all the monitoring and stuff,
Yeah.
like all that, you know, yeah.
Because I
Still
imagine
dangerous,
the
though.
indemnity, like the
Yeah.
insurance must be massive on those games.
I mean, I imagine that everybody's
Taking personal liability. All
and
right.
signing away their rights probably.
Okay. Sounds smart.
Yeah, no, it's great. No worries. It'll all be fine. And you'll never pay any consequences for it, I imagine.
In episode 50 in 2011,
Yeah.
geez, remember when we used to do like eke out a few episodes a year? Now it's like we do fucking 3 episodes a week all year. You guys predicted a live action Muppets movie. And one came out starring
Yes.
Jason Segel, and Amy Adams. I don't know if we predicted a live action. No, what we predicted was humans playing.
Yeah.
If you were going to cast the Muppet Show as humans.
As humans would. It's still to this day. I mean, that's what 30 Rock is, allegedly.
Oh,
So,
right. Yeah. That was all I could find. I'm sure there's plenty more. Keep up
Yeah.
the great work, and I'll probably
Thank
catch you
you.
in Adelaide sometimes.
All right.
Sounds like a
Great.
threat.
Adelaide tickets are available for my shows, comedy.com.au.
Yeah, go to the show notes for more details. Right. Where was that? Those predictions. Now, Taylor's written in.
Okay.
Not a tailor, but someone who calls themselves Taylor.
Oh, okay. So not like somebody who works as a tailor, you're
No,
saying?
I've been watching
Do you
the
know
video. I've been watching the videos. Your wardrobe's terrible.
So
Where's the everyone relax wear coming out? You keep talking about it. This is called A Few Recommendations,
Okay,
which is a
great.
terrible sequel to A Few Good Men. Hello, everyone relax crew.
Yeah.
I'm writing to propose a few suggestions for guests.
Okay.
Well, we don't really do guests.
Mhm.
Not on this show. Oh, we have. We had Osher on.
Oh, well, let's get the suggestions and see where they'll fit.
Okay. I imagine you've probably been asked for these before, but I feel compelled to ask just in case.
Let's ask and let's see.
My first request
Yeah.
is for Heath McIver,
Heath
aka
McIver,
Randy Feltface.
Yeah, I've asked Heath
Okay.
to do. Heath can hesitate to speak just as Heath.
Okay.
Even though I would love to speak to Heath about Randy and puppeteering and like his entire career, because I think that Heath is one of the, like, a brilliant puppeteer in his own right. Like, you know, could just puppeteer it, but also a brilliant comedian at like that level as well. And the capacity to be able to combine the two and the career that he has had with Randy. I would love to speak to him about all that. We have asked in the past a few times. I will continue to ask in the hope that at some stage he will do it.
There you go. The next suggestion could fit, I think, within either Philosophy or TOFOP with friends. Well, we don't know that anymore. Bo Miles.
Oh,
He's a
Bo
YouTube
Miles.
filmmaker and adventurer famous for doing things as running a mile an hour for 24 hours,
Oh, yeah.
3 miles in the first hour.
Do you think that's because his name is Bo Miles?
Blah, 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 blah. Both of these people put a substantial amount of their philosophy into their art.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
Interesting.
And I'm curious to hear what Will would ask them and where the conversations would go. I also think Bo and Charlie would have a fun interaction because Charlie places a lot of worth on being handy,
Mm-hmm.
despite not rating himself as a handyman. You know what I did the other day? And I often think of you in these
Yeah.
situations.
What is that?
I got a flat tire. And, you know, as I've mentioned on the show before, I can change a tire, no problem. No play. Got a flat tire. So I was like, I'll go out and change it. And so I jacked the car up. I couldn't get the nuts off.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and as much as I tried, like, I had the what do you call it, nut remover, the wrench.
No.
Could not, like, they were just on so tight.
Could not budge that. Like,
But I'm
nut.
also got like roadside assist as part of my insurance. called them. They came and did it in 2 fucking seconds.
Well, they've
And I
got
was
that-
like, and I'm
they've
like,
got- but they probably use their fancy
Yeah.
electronic.
100%. And the guy said,
Yeah.
you know, these were put because I just had my wheels
Yeah.
done. And he's gone, yeah,
They're
sometimes
on
they
too tight.
over tighten.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the point
I mean, it's
being,
polite they say that regardless.
yeah, the
You
point,
know, even if they were the
You know what?
easiest ones to get off, they
Just to
should
make you
just
feel
say,
better.
he
as
was
part of the NRMA
he-
service, they also patronise you. a
he
little
was
and make
stoked. When he came out, he said, "Oh, the fact that you even got the spare out and you jacked it up,
Yeah.
you made my job a lot
Saved me
easier."
heaps of time.
And he patted
Thank
me on the
you.
head and gave me a lollipop. No, but the point being that, like, why don't I just do that all the time? Like,
Call-
I pay
call the service you pay for.
yeah,
Yeah.
and get them to do it. They do it much faster, much
Yes.
easier, and probably a better job.
Yeah.
But there's this personal ego thing of like, I've got to do it myself because, you know, you're a man. Bloody roll up your sleeves, jack that car up, fucking take an hour out of your day to change his tire, or just fucking call the service you pay for
Call someone
anyway.
and then just
Get your money's worth.
Just scroll on your phone.
Just scroll on
until
your
they arrive.
phone.
Especially if it's going to be quicker. Like if it's quicker for
Yeah.
them to arrive and do it, and then you're on your
Yeah,
way.
I
Well,
mean,
that-
if you're cutting down this is the thing that you would be considering otherwise, particularly living regionally like you
Yeah.
do, is it just quicker for me to do it for myself?
Yes, I mean it's normally an hour for them to come out, so that part is a wait. But then when they get there, the whole thing is much faster and less dangerous. Because the last time I changed the tire, I changed it in my driveway, which is on a slope, and the car crashed down with no wheel.
Yes.
So, I mean, I can change a tire, not well,
No.
but I can do it. Finally, Will recently described himself as a snacker of sorts, where he prefers to try a little bit of a number of different dishes as a dining experience. I suspect South Indian thali would be quite perfect for him if he hasn't tried it before. It's usually small portions of 6 to 12 different dishes, all served together, and it's traditionally vegetarian.
Love it.
You want to do that? Why don't you do that tonight? Go get yourself some South Indian thali.
Yeah.
Thali.
I mean, I got to be honest with you. Maybe that might be a big maybe for me. I like it. I had the Indian just recently, but I love that sort of lots of different.
tapas. It's my
tapas
favorite way
style
to eat,
things,
man.
yes.
Oh, jeez. Look, we've got some letters to go, but
Okay.
we're over time, and
Yeah,
I want to get
all
to
right.
this final
Yeah,
crack that
crack
pack.
that
So,
Crack that pack.
and I can't believe it's taken this long to get to this standard, but we're going to eat a bloody Oreo.
Have we not eaten an Oreo?
We haven't eaten an Oreo before.
Have we eaten any fancy Oreos?
No. I think I've always deliberately avoided them
Oh.
because it's like it's obvious.
Yeah, this week I was in the
But we've done two
supermarket
Tim
and I
Tams.
saw Oreo. They were real fancy special ones.
There are too many flavors of Oreos now.
Did we
Yes.
not have the Selena Gomez one?
Originals-
No.
Did we not try the Selena Gomez Oreo?
No. What's the Selena Gomez Oreo?
Really? Did we not? I must have eaten
Someone
it. I must
recommended
have
we
tried
eat
it
the
somewhere else.
Coca-Cola one, and we didn't do it. We did talk about it, though.
Sounds terrible.
Now, let me just say about Oreos is that I resisted for a long time. I'm just like, well, it's just a bloody cream biscuit. But then when I was staying at your place in LA, that servo you had down the end of your street would sell these little Oreo, like mini Oreos in a pack. And that became my reward. Like I would do like, I'd either, learn an audition or whatever, or, do some writing, whatever. And then my reward I'd be go down to the servo and get myself a pack of Oreos. And it's like, God damn it. They just fucking nailed it, right? They just nailed that combination of sweet and sweet.
They're good at. I mean, the chocolate biscuit is very chocolatey and crispy and sugary and like I wouldn't say that an Oreo is my go-to, although I don't mind the Oreo chocolate or chocolate. It'll have a little bit of Oreo in it, that sort of vibe. But it is one of those biscuits that I wouldn't naturally pick up. But if I have one, I'm always like, that's a pretty good, tasty
And
biscuit.
it's the same way that a Biscoff.
Yeah,
What you do very well.
yeah.
That
And
they
it's
do
got
very
that same
well.
sugar biscuity consistency that a Biscoff has, where it's like
Yes.
quite a dense, sugary, but in
Yeah.
a good
Your
way.
blood sugar right now is peaking.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have a real spike and you're gonna have a real crush after that. It's guaranteed.
Oreo ice cream is where it really kind of elevates for the Oreo ice.
Disagree. Hard disagree.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I
The
bought
cookies
one.
and cream.
No, I don't like it because the biscuit gets too mushy. No good. The thing about the Oreo that works so well is the crispiness of that biscuit. It's so sugary and snappy when you bite into it.
Are you a dunker then?
Love it. I'll split the cookie. I'll lick the icing off. I'll dunk 2 biscuits. What I love about the biscuit individually is it's quite I don't know what the term is, but it's a little tart or something, the biscuit on its own. It's not as sweet as the icing. It's just a little bit, I don't know what the word is.
I know, but it has like a slight chemically
Yeah.
aftertaste, which I don't
That's the
actually
icing.
love, I will say.
And so that's why I don't understand when people have the double stuff Oreos. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? That the sweet balance is perfectly calibrated in this delivery.
What do you give that as a biscuit? Because to me,
It's a B plus.
I reckon a Tim Tam's a B plus. I can't remember what I actually said for the Tim Tam, but if just in my memory, I would say a Tim Tam's a B plus. I don't think this is as good as a Tim Tam. I think it's like a B.
That's a good point.
If a Tim Tam
This
is
is
a
an
B
American-
plus, then this is like a B.
Like, or you don't know, but so one of the most annoying memes that AI does at the moment is these weird videos of like, it'll be every world leader, like, and they're all jacked and muscular as if they're going to an MMA fight, and then walking behind them will be the mascot of their country. So it's like Anthony Albanese
God.
walking to the ring, and there's a giant koala.
Shut up.
And then it'll be like Vladimir Putin
Shut
with a
up.
bear, or Donald Trump, and there'll be like a bald eagle.
That's so dumb.
Alexei Toliopoulos, we're obsessed. We always send them back and forth because they're so fucking weird and creepy and strange.
So weird.
But if Anthony Albanese was walking, there'd be a big pack of Tim Tams behind him. And if Donald Trump was walking, it'd be a big pack of Oreos. Don't you reckon? Like, that is, to me, that's as American as it
that's
gets.
your American biscuit.
That's your American
and
biscuit.
your Tim Tam is your Australian
And
biscuit.
who's the better biscuit, mate? Tim Tams, baby.
Yeah, Tim Tams are better than Oreos.
Easily.
Not easily.
Miles.
I think
would.
miles, well, firstly, kilometres. But secondly, I don't think it is miles in front.
But
I
you can't Tim Tam slam an Oreo.
That's right. But you can twist and dunk. You can't do that with a Tim Tam.
But
just
slamming
ne-
is better than the twist and dunk.
I've just never, like, why are we combining our biscuits with liquids? Like, is that really something that you,
My
like,
God,
prefer?
are you fucking insane?
I don't
A
think...
biscuit and a glass of milk is
I
like the
think it-
greatest thing
I
ever.
think it ruins both.
You're crazy.
I think that dunking
In
your
fact-
biscuit or whatever in your tea or coffee or whatever ruins both your coffee and your biscuit.
Lies, damned
This is
lies.
my only hot take that I have.
No,
But
I-
I think that dunking your biscuits is ruinous to both the drink.
It's taken
and
us the final
biscuit.
episode for you to really like
Have an
piss me
opinion.
off.
Just have an opinion. on
Like
something.
last week, all I
Yeah.
did, I bought a 6-pack from my local bakery, a
Yeah.
6-pack of Anzac biscuits, the smaller ones, and every night my reward for getting through the day,
Yeah.
you know, was sitting down with a glass of milk and my Anzac biscuit and dunking it and eating that biscuit. And
Okay.
I distinctly,
You know what you should do, Grandpa? Tell me more about the war.
I
and your
distinctly
rations.
had thought of like there could be no greater combination than these two things right now.
Really?
Yes.
A glass of milk and an Anzac biscuit.
Oh, so good. Or any biscuit.
Nah.
Well, not any biscuit, but a good biscuit and a glass of milk is the greatest thing. Or even if you eat the biscuit on its own and wash
Yeah.
it down with a glass of milk. Amazing. What's wrong with you? who took the joy out of you?
No, I'm just saying that I think I don't have a lot of hot takes, but I think my hot take is I don't think that like if you're judging a biscuit or a
Dunkability.
beverage on its dunkability, then I guess for me, I like to prefer to like judge it by the form that it is most often consumed in. If you're like, I know this is good if you dunk it in something, I'm like, yeah,
It's
but
not good if you dunk, but it just adds
The dunk
to.
is the bonus.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine like if you're a drug addict, you might be like, oh, the best thing to do is like have a line of Coke and then drop a pill and then blah, blah, blah. And that's how you, like, it's the
Yeah.
junk food equivalent of that, of like, just get your endorphin release or dopamine releases and then just get them peaking all at the same time, then crash at the end.
yeah, okay. Do you reckon this glass of milk and Anzac biscuit are the reason you can't sleep at night?
Potentially.
Maybe you should be warming up the milk, like warm milk before bed. Might help.
Yuck. That's disgusting.
Oh, so that's the line.
Will not drink warm milk. Gross. Disgusting. Hey, if you want to warm your
Do you want to warm our milk, which is like our Patreon page?
you go to our Patreon page.
Give us some money.
Early episodes,
going.
ad-free
There's
episodes,
heaps of good
exclusive
stuff there.
content. Check it out.
But the main thing is that you help support this podcast and keep it going.
That's right. If you want to see Will, you can go to comedy.com.au. Links are all in the show notes. We'll be back again next week. I'm Charlie Clausen.
I'm Will Anderson.
Everyone relax.